Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG Build Guide Edition. Today I'm ready to drop on you one of my most requested builds. This is my new and improved minions only build, or other people call it my lazy build. For this build, of course, we will look at gameplay, skills, passives, gear, and of course, break down the character sheet. Everything is timestamped in the description below if you would like to bounce around. Let's not waste any time and jump right into this. Starting off at the training dummy. Now I get asked a lot, Aaron, does this build actually do any damage? And I'm gonna try and showcase that right now before we hit the gameplay. So what we have hitting the training dummy right now are 3 skeleton vanguards. They are very weak troops. As you can see, they just hit for 5,300, so okay damage, but not a whole lot. And you actually get these troops through your zombies exploding, okay? But then you throw in the mix 5 large skeleton warriors, and then they go and hit. And as you can see, your damage immediately shoots up 12,000, 14,000. Now you're doing a little more damage, okay? But you're probably thinking, Aaron, that's not enough to push empowered. You're right. So now let's throw on some big hitters. These are our permanent wraiths. They do not expire. So now when they hit, ooh, I just saw a 37,000, a 43,000. These wraiths mean business. But that's still not enough to truly push empowered. Now what we're gonna do is throw on 5 Death Knights. Go. Death Knights always crit. And they don't do a crazy amount of damage, but they'll kind of hit in an area. And they hit extremely fast. There are dual wielders. And now the damage is starting to take off. Still not done. You need our tank in here. Now the tank wants a little damage as well. He doesn't do that much damage. He's more for face tanking. And then last but not least, while all this mayhem is going on, right now you have 16 permanent minions, and they're gonna do everything for you. You will be running around making zombies. You can make 6 necrotic zombies. And what they are gonna do is give you ward back. They're gonna give you a kill threshold. They're gonna summon your vanguards, and they are going to do damage themselves because this build is focused around minion necrotic damage. It's some serious damage. Moving over to some gameplay, let's see what all these minions can do. I'm just gonna sit back and make zombies. Now, of course, this is an empowered run. I think right now we're at 150 corruption. And as you can see, it's a very lazy build. We push a singular button, and you don't even really have to hit that button if you don't want to. I make zombies. They just run around and kill everything. Now, 11th Hour Games has been working on their summons AI, and it has gotten a lot better over the last couple updates. What's also good about this is my Necro is level 100. It is very easy to level because your summons will kill everything on screen. Or sometimes you pass a lot of enemies with movement skills. That'll never happen with this build because they will always clear the entire screen. Now, even though this build is obviously good at clearing trash, where it excels is single target. Because when you can get all 16 of these minions focused on one enemy, just like you saw at the training dummy, the damage is insane. And on top of that, you just sit back and make zombies and get that kill threshold. Now, if you're thinking maybe instead of having Bone Golem, you can throw in Abomination, you can try that. I personally don't like running it that way, but it is an option for you. Come on. Get him. We were streaming this build for almost 6 hours yesterday, and we finally got a couple decent items for it. But I'm still hunting for a legendary potential weapon. No dice so far, no dice. And we've come to the end. So far, we have not lost a single minion. The Golem is set up with maximum threat, so that's why you'll see that his life continues to go down, because most of the enemies are attacking him. We lost one skeleton, two skeletons. All right, they're back up. Hit him.
Feel my wrath.
Feel my wrath. It's definitely a lazy build. Let me show you how to recreate this build. So now let's check out skills, and I'm just going to go right down the line, starting with Summon Wraith. Give you 1 second to screenshot it. Moving on, you want 2 points into Grave Reality, 5 points into Reapers, 3 points into Necrotic Hunger, 1 point into Locus of the Resurrection, 3 into Dark, 2 into Haunting, 1 into Twin Spirits, and 3 into Sequel. Twin Spirits is what allows you to have a maximum of 2, but they do not decay, so you never have to worry about them dying. And these are your main damage dealers. Obviously, all of them do damage, but if you're talking about your big hitting minions, I've seen them crit for 50,000 damage as just a singular Wraith. Very, very strong. Okay. Moving on to Summon Skeletal Mage. Give you 1 second to screenshot it. Here we go. You want 1 into Splintered Dominion, 2 into Speed, 3 into Frenzy, 2 into Leech Life, 1 into Death Knights, 2 into Flaming Attacks, 5 into Cellar Mortis, 3 into Grey Merchant, and 1 into Order of Death, because you definitely want that extra Skeletal Mage. Now down here, Death Knights is what actually gives you the ability to make only Death Knights with your Skeletal Mage, and they are very strong. I did make the decision to go this right to the left, which gives them increased attack speed, but really the frenzy chance. So what's great about Death Knights is that you have 5 of them, and every single hit there's a chance for them to be frenzied. So they're literally going to be frenzied all the time. Very strong, very cool minion. Moving on to your tank, your Summon Bone Golem. I'll give you 1 second to screenshot it. And moving on. Now, for the most part, this skill has been unchanged since I've used it over the last year and a half. I've tried to make it other ways, and it really is just such a good summon because it takes all that threat off you so that all the enemies are attacking it, allowing your other minions to do all the damage. You want 5 into AOP, 5 into Hunger, 4 into Tower of Bones, 2 into AOS, and 4 into Unnatural Speed. What's really cool about Summon Bone Golem as well is it makes other minions around them have increased movement speed. So not only are you buffing the movement speed of your golem, you're also buffing the movement speed of your other minions. Kind of something new that I've thrown in there recently. Moving on to Summon Volatile Zombie. 1 second to screenshot it. Moving on, you want 1 into Path of Destruction, 2 into Necromantic Fever, 1 into Vital Ward. This is what's going to give you all the ward when you are playing. You want 5 into Forceful Commander, 1 into Daunting Blast, 2 into Ravenous, 2 into Pull of the Grave, 1 into Horrific Vessels. This is what turns it from physical and fire to necrotic. Again, your main damage is necrotic. So what this is going to do is do damage for you. This is going to give you a kill threshold, and this is going to keep you alive through ward. Last but not least, our Summon Skeleton. Give you 1 second. Moving on, you want 5 into Sweeping Strikes, 2 into Unbound Necromancy, 1 into Grave Walkers, 1 into Marrow Tap, 2 into Necrotic Conviction, 1 into Hollow Walkers, 1 into Shambling Steel, 1 into Dread, 5 into Unholy Rage, and lastly 1 into Marrow Walkers, again to give you that extra skeleton. These are the one summons that I would say die more than any other because obviously they are just base skeletons. But other than that, these other summons you really don't have to worry about. Those are the skills. Moving over to passives. Now my Necro is level 100. This is a maxed out character. Okay. Starting off in the base Acolyte tree, you want 7 into Blood Aura, 8 into Forbidden Knowledge, 5 into Dark Rituals, 1 into Soul Aegis, and 6 into Eye of Damnation. Now what you will notice is it's really simple. Everything is going into minion damage, and more importantly, everything is going into increased minion necrotic damage. You want that necrotic damage, all right? The last 4 points I had, I just started putting into Apo, just for the intelligence and mana regen. You don't really have to worry about that. Under Necromancer, great tree, so much good stuff in here. You want 8 into Risen Army, 10 into Cursed Blood, 8 into Aegis Fall, 1 into Blood Armor, 5 into Mortal Tether, 1 into Unbound Necromancy, 8 into Unearthed Arms. Then we're going to go around this way. You want 1 into Frantic Summons, 5 into River of Bones, 10 into Heresy, 3 into Blades of the Forlorn, 10 into Rite of Undeath, 3 into Moonlight Pyre, 1 into Disciplines of the Necromancy, 3 into Tyrant, and 5 into Tyrant's Legion. Again, very simple. If you read through these nodes, it's very self-explanatory. It is minion speed. It is minion damage. It is minion crit. It's minion crit multiplier. It's allowing you to have more summons. So all of it, like just pick any one, increase minion necrotic damage, increase minion elemental damage, you know, increase minion necrotic damage. This is the one that I didn't have before, which I can't believe I missed. I redid all the passives and made sure that I maxed out Rite of the Undeath. Now, which sucks is that for this build, we do not use any actual skills. So we cannot use Veins of Malice, which is going to allow haste and frenzy on your minions. But that is okay because they will still kill everything, and your Death Knights will trigger their own frenzy when they are fighting. Those are the passives. Moving over to everyone's favorite gear, starting with idols. Now the main idols you want to look for is anything that gives you increased health, of course, and then you want something that gives you minion chance to apply a Mark of Death on hit. I actually have this one, which is only a 3%. It's the lowest run, but I like the health. But over here, I've got one that's 6%, so we have 9% total. This is the main and best idol you can get for this build. This is increased minion critical strike chance and damage reflect for skeletons mages, right? Because your skeleton mages are going to be in the mix with your Death Knights. On top of that, I got a little bit of minion necrotic damage in each one of my little ones. And then I've got minion critical strike chance and health again. And then up here, I got less damage taken over time, and then Skeletal Mage critical strike chance. My Skeleton Mages literally always crit. So those are the idols. Now, looking at the gear, there is nothing required for this build. Okay, so it's not like you got to go hunt and farm an empowered level 100, kill that boss 20 times, and hope that he drops an item. No, nothing is required, but there is some stuff that is highly recommended, and I'm going to go through it one by one. Starting with the helmet. Increase minion critical strike chance, and then increase damage to skeleton mages. We do use a death rattle on here. Now, death rattle has been nerfed. Luckily, this is almost a perfectly rolled death rattle, and the reason why I use this is for the 99% minion critical strike multiplier. Since we're critting 30% and Death Knights are critting every single time, crit multiplier is huge for this build. It is a very easy amulet to find, but not required. Catalyst, cast speed, minion damage. Armor, minion critical strike chance. This is tier 6 with minion health. Weapon, you have 2 options in my opinion. So this is literally a magic item because really there's only one affix that matters, and that's the increased minion melee damage. Increased minion melee damage, but the implicit on this can roll from 100 to 166 increased minion necrotic damage. So you're talking about 270% to your minions through this one item. You can go this route, or you can throw in an Eric's Bones. And on here, it is going to give you a big boost to your armor shred. So since you are hitting melee and all your minions are going to be hitting, you can go armor shred. I'm hoping to find something like this with legendary potential, but we haven't yet. Those are your options as it comes to weapons. Again, very easy to gear. Ring, minion damage, minion health. Belt, minion damage, mana regen. Ring, minion damage. Relic, minion necrotic damage, minion health, minion damage. Boots, vitality, movement speed. Gloves, minion health, minion damage, cast speed. So as you can see, if you're looking for which affixes minion health, minion damage, minion critical strike chance, that is the gear. Now let's break down the character sheet. Like I said earlier, we are a level 100 character. This is my only level 100 character. Right now, intelligence is 44, vitality is 12, movement speed is 32. Resistance is void is maxed, necrotic's maxed, poison's maxed, physical's maxed, cold is maxed, lightning's maxed, and fire, we need 25 more. I just recently switched out my boots and I don't have the fire boots with the implicit anymore. So that's what dropped that. But as you can see, I literally just need a single gear change and we would be good, like necrotic moving to fire. Okay. Block's bad, armor's bad, dodge is bad, ward retention's okay at 208. Again, your defense is going to come from your minions. They're going to be attacking your minions. They're going to be attacking your bone golem. You're going to be able to make zombies, which are going to give you lots of ward. That is where a big bulk of your survivability is going to come from. Okay. I know what you guys want to see is minions. So check this out. Overall minion damage plus 556. Increase to minion melee or physical 669 or 656. Increase minion necrotic damage 1074. On top of that, our increased minion health is 480, minion critical strike chance 29%, and minion critical strike multiplier 353. So when you think about the very beginning of this video, looking at the training dummy, this is why I'm able to generate those damage numbers with these minions, because we have spec'd specifically all into minion damage. That is the character sheet. All right, everyone, that's the build guide. What do you think of my new and improved lazy build or minions only? Am I missing something that can push this to the next step? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm sure you've heard by now that I've officially started a Twitch. It's actually where I was streaming this build for 6 hours. I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, having so much fun with the ARPG community. First link in the description if you'd like to go there and support. And most of my last Epoch build guides, we build together as a community. So go there if you want to hang out. If you haven't had a chance to join the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're approaching 1,300 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is also in the description. And in case you were curious, 20 other viable build guides are all linked in the description as well. So if you're looking for something else other than Necro, you might find it there. Hopefully you're entertained, or at least learn something. Aaron, out.